Against all odds. Chapter 1, Unexpected Meetings. Lagos was alive that day, its streets buzzing, danfos honking, the sun casting a golden glow over the city. In the heart of Victoria Island, Amaka rushed into her office building, heels clicking against marble floors. She was a brilliant architect at a top firm, focused, ambitious, and content in her world of blueprints and skyscrapers. Across the city in Suralere, Jide balanced a tray of roasted plantains on his head, navigating traffic with the ease of someone who'd grown up in the chaos. A street hustler by circumstance, but a poet at heart, he scribbled verses in his one notebook in quiet moments. Life hadn't been easy, but he never stopped dreaming. Their worlds couldn't have been more different until fate stepped in. Chapter 2, Collision. They met at an art exhibition hosted in Lekki. Jide had won a slot to recite his poetry, thanks to a kind mentor. Amaka, dragged by a friend, was there reluctantly. But when Jide took the mic and delivered a powerful piece on love and loss in the streets of Lagos, something shifted in her. Their eyes met. A nod. A smile. A conversation that lingered. It started with coffee. Then walks on the beach. Calls that stretched into the night. Against her friend's warnings and her mother's disapproval, "He's not our class, Amaka," she kept saying him. He made her feel alive in a way her corporate world never had. Chapter 3, The Storm. But love isn't always smooth. Jide's pride couldn't stomach Amaka paying for dates. Amaka struggled balancing her rising career and their secret relationship. Her ex, Toby, a polished banker from a wealthy family, started sniffing around again, offering the security her parents desperately wanted for her. Then came the biggest blow. Jide was arrested in a sweep by police targeting street traders. No calls. No warnings. Just gone. Amaka searched every cell, made phone calls, even bribed an officer. When she finally found him bruised and broken, she held him and said through tears, "You're not going through this alone." Chapter 4, The Rise. With Amaka's help and her network, Jide was released. But that wasn't the end. He refused to stay on the sidelines of life. He began selling his poetry as art prints, opened a small bookshop cafe in Yoba, and even got featured on a talk show. Their love blossomed in the open. Her parents eventually saw what they couldn't deny: his passion, his resilience, his love for Amaka. Chapter 5, Against All Odds. Years later, beneath a blooming tree in a quiet garden in Ibadan, Jide read her a poem he'd written just for her, the one that ended with, "Even if the sky falls and Lagos drowns, I'll find you. I'll choose you. Always." He pulled out a simple ring. No diamonds. No fanfare. Just love. She said yes. And the city cheered. If you are still watching this video, please kindly hit the like button, subscribe, share and drop us a comment. Let us continue with our story. What happened after the vows? Chapter 6, The Honeymoon Fade. The wedding had been magical, a fusion of tradition and modern flair. Aso-ebi colors painted the crowd in vibrant unity, and Jide's heartfelt vows had drawn tears even from Amaka's skeptical mother. They moved into a modest but cozy apartment in Yoba, filled with dreams and second-hand furniture. The world felt conquerable. But reality soon crept in. Amaka's firm assigned her a new project that demanded long nights and frequent travel. Jide's book cafe was gaining traction, but with that came stress, managing staff, restocking books, and dealing with inconsistent power supply and city regulations. They began missing each other's milestones. Small arguments turned into cold silences. Chapter 7: In-laws and Expectations. Amaka's mother still wasn't over her daughter marrying a roadside poet-turned-businessman. She would visit unannounced, drop subtle jabs. "You don't even have a generator. Amaka, are you coping?" Jide's younger brother, Deo, came to stay after losing his job, and his presence strained their privacy. He played loud music, borrowed money without asking, and clashed with Amaka constantly. They loved each other, but the pressure was mounting. Chapter 8: The Breaking Point. It came during the rainy season. Amaka's firm offered her a transfer to their branch in South Africa, an incredible promotion. Jide couldn't leave his growing business behind. They sat in silence one evening, the storm outside mirroring the one in their hearts. "I don't want to lose myself trying to keep us together," Amaka whispered. "And I don't want to hold you back," Jide replied, voice low. For the first time, they slept apart, Jide on the couch, Amaka in tears on their bed. Chapter 9: Healing and Growth. They took a step back, not from each other, but from the noise. Counseling helped. Jide agreed to bring on a partner to manage the cafe so he could visit Amaka frequently if she took the job. Amaka proposed a remote work arrangement for 6 months while they tested long distance. Their love evolved. They learned to communicate better, set boundaries with family, and protect their space. And when Amaka eventually returned to Nigeria, Jide had built their cafe into a full creative hub, a place for artists, dreamers, and even couples to share love stories. Chapter 10: Always, Still. 5 years passed. They moved into a larger home, adopted a child, and turned their story into a memoir, Against All Odds. 5 At a book launch in Abuja, an interviewer asked, "How did you survive the storms?" Amaka smiled. Jide squeezed her hand. "We chose each other. Every single day." This story brings to mind that true love isn't just found, it's chosen, nurtured, and fought for every single day. Through storms, silence, and sacrifice, love grows stronger when two hearts refuse to give up on each other. If you found this story interesting, hit the like button, subscribe, share, and let us know your thoughts in the comments.